The Thunder are who we thought they were. Who we thought they were. Who thinks of the third and the fourth game of the preseason as bullshit? Bullshit. We played them in the third and fourth game. Everyone played 3 quarters. The Thunder are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn court. Now, if you want to crown them, crown their asses. But the Thunder are who we thought they were. We let them off the hook. What's up, what's up? Real MVPs, Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into another Ricky's Bulls reaction. First thing I want to say is I know your guys are like, Ricky, the game was on Friday. Why am I not seeing this until Sunday? Probably hours or moments before we tip off against the Dallas Mavericks today on the 17th of January. I got a simple explanation for that. Friday night, listened to all the post game. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this early in the morning on Saturday. I woke up on Saturday with the biggest migraine that I can remember me having. So I was pretty much incapacitated the entire day. The headache stuck with me all day. So I'm doing this in the morning on Sunday, a little bit later than usual, but I still have to talk about this game. The OKC Thunder and the Chicago Bulls. I was getting ready. Like, through that game, we're up about 20-some. I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be, I should warm up the pipes. Warm up the pipes a little bit because the Bulls are coming. The Bulls are coming. However, Thunder had different plans. We got Thunderstruck, basically, in this game. And really, there's only one thing that I think needs to go into this. Usually, I have, like, different parts of this game. Like, first off, I guess I will recognize, recognize real. Zach LaVine had another great game. Like, stat-wise, this is what we want to see from our number one. Plus 30 points a game. He made, what, eight threes? I think it was he set a franchise record for 6 or more threes made in like 3 or 4 straight games. He went 11 of 19 from the floor. Zach did what we needed him to do. He also imitated the greatest player in the league right now, LeBron, with the hands out. What are you doing to Denzel Valentine? Denzel Valentine is now the new J.R. Smith of the league. But this game pretty much, like, I kind of have a feeling this isn't going to be a long video because it comes down to one simple thing that has plagued this team this entire season. It starts with a T and it ends in an R, and there's an over in there, and it's a nice pastry. I believe a turnover is a nice pastry. But turnovers, we turn over the ball too goddamn much. Like, this is a team that the reason why I did the intro, not only did it work perfectly, but we let this team off the hook. This Thunder team, we played them twice in the preseason. We beat them. This is not a good Thunder team. I know before with the Clippers and the Lakers, I was like, hey, well, this is what you want to see. A close game, but we lose. We get that high draft pick. This game is different, folks. I know that in the watch-along, Dave, and I believe it was Tim, I know it was more Dave, was like, oh, Ricky, this is what you want to see, a close loss. No. This is a game the Bulls should win. There are winnable games on this schedule. We need to take care of those games. This was one of them. The only reason why I wasn't this upset after the Kings loss was because the night before, or 2 nights before, we took care of business against the Trailblazers, and I was just like, okay, we just swapped one for the other. But this was a game the Bulls should have won. Lauri Markkanen was back. He was playing well in this game. Finished with, 16 points in his return. 3 of 9 from 3. 5 of 14 from the field. Even grabbed 6 boards. And I liked what Lauri added to this team on offense, especially with his length, because he's got long arms. But the big thing is turnovers. This is a team that we turned the ball over 24 times in this game compared to OKC's 11. You're not going to be able to do that if you want to win games. And this isn't just a like, oh, this game, we had the turnover bug, and, in the next one we'll get it. No, every single game this year, most of them the losses, I've been thinking, or I've been mentioning, wow, we turned the ball over a lot. Can't have that happen. Wow, we turned the ball over a lot. Can't have that happen. Like, that's our biggest Achilles heel right now. That is our kryptonite. Turning over the basketball. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Ricky, I know what is going to help this situation, and that is going to be a point guard. We need a point guard. And one of the things I did get a question on my last video, I'll answer it now because it kind of plays into the point guard thing, is if you're a Bulls fan, what are you looking for? Like, the question was basically, how would you feel about us adding Lonzo Ball? To me, Lonzo Ball, I would welcome it. It's more of a point guard than we have right now on this team. I don't know if I make a trade for Lonzo, mainly because I don't think the Pelicans are going to be looking to trade him. I don't know. Like, with them, it's also, he's injured, so it's like you want to trade for an injured Lonzo Ball. He is going to be a free agent at the end of the year, but I would welcome that. Also, I would look in the draft. I think the draft is the main thing. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, those are kind of the guys that we're hoping for, but I even mentioned it this way. Let's say we don't get one of the top 3 picks and we're out a Cade Cunningham, we're out a Suggs. There are still good point guards in this draft, and I think what the Bulls can do, although I am very high in him, and he's a top 10 in my heart, Ayo Dosunmu could be a guy the Bulls target in probably the late one, like mid to late 1, maybe early 2, depending on how scouts see him, because I see him a little bit differently than the NBA scouts do, mainly because of my my blue and orange heart here in Illinois. But, I mean, this team we need a real point guard. Kobe's not it. Zach is not a point guard. Like, this team needs a point guard, somebody to help us run the offense. That's clear. Like, if AK is looking to build this team, that's the first thing we need to hit this offseason. We need to find a point guard, whether it's in the draft, whether it's in free agency. That is going to help us here because, like, Billy D, I usually listen to his press conference, and yet again, he harped on it again. The 3 kind of things I wrote down from him, he said, number 1, turnovers are self-induced. And yeah, in this game, most of them came from us. The Thunder weren't really doing anything special. It wasn't like a holy shit, they're such a great team defensively. Most of them were like, oh, that was a bad pass. Oh, what are you doing, Kobe? Oh, what are you doing, Wendell? Oh, what are you doing, Zach? And I'm just throwing out names. Oh, what are you doing, Denzel? Like, that was most of my reaction during this game was like, oh my God, what are we doing? Stop turning over the basketball. Like, and also, he said we need to limit the turnovers. Duh, I've said that already. But also a good point is, and I wanted to take this for this game. Billy D said the 3 things you have to win in order to win a basketball game are free throws, rebounds, and turnovers. We know we lost the turnover margin here. They had 11. We had 24. Did we out-rebound them? Let's see. They had 44 rebounds. We had 56 rebounds. So cool. We won the rebounding margin. And then for free throws, we went to the line for 25 shots, shot 72% from the line, 18 points from the foul line. They went for 24, only made 16. So, yes, we won 2 of those, but really it was those turnovers because there was a graphic in the third quarter that even showed like the points off of turnovers, and it was 19 at the time. I have lost count how many times I have seen a graphic like that so far this season. Like, oh, this is how many points off of turnovers the Bulls have given up in this game. Like, this is our Achilles heel. Do I see it being fixed this season? Maybe when Sato comes back. Maybe that kind of fixes a little bit of things because in the second unit, he's more of a point guard than Kobe is with the first unit. But no, I don't see this problem getting fixed this season. This is a problem that is going to be, hey, we're going to try to fix this with this team. It's still going to plague us all year because we don't have a real point guard. And that's why in the offseason, I feel like AK, it's like first top of the list is, bam, get a point guard. Don't matter where it comes from. We need to get an actual point guard on this team because that's the biggest thing that this Bulls team is missing. And I will say the one thing, and I'm going to sound a little ranty here, the thing that I hate about this, the thing that I absolutely hate about this is I feel like for the last, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, like it's been a while. Every single draft that we've had as Bull fans, I've always been like, oh, what do the Bulls need to draft? Oh, they need to draft a point guard. Oh, they need to draft a point guard. I think Cam Reddish was the only draft where I was like, yeah, I'd be fine with Cam Reddish. But every single year, I'm like, man, the Bulls need a point guard. The Bulls need a point guard. And then it's like, we draft Kobe, but it's like, yeah, he's not really a point guard. He's a combo guard. And we've kind of seen that, yeah, he's not really a point guard. He is a scorer. Yeah, he wants to get, like, it's great that Billy D says, oh, he wants to be better as a point guard. Yeah, but he's not one now. And I think that, yet again, no fault to Kobe, but with this team, after this year, a decision's probably going to have to be made of like, can Kobe be that guy? Can he be the point guard for this team? I'm looking, and after, 12 games? We're 4 and 8? So, yeah, 12 games. I'm already seeing it. No, Kobe's not the point guard of the future. We need to go ahead and get a point guard. Whether it's Lonzo Ball, whether it's Kyle Lowry in free agency, whether it's Cunningham, Suggs, Io, somebody. We need somebody to kind of be the point guard for this team. That's just what we need. We need somebody to be that guy to either run the offense and kind of help limit those turnovers in a way. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this one. Like I said, wasn't going to be a long video. This is one that it sucks that we lost this game. I am on the side of this one where it's like this should have been a W for the Bulls. We should be 5-7 right now heading into tonight's game or this afternoon's game against the Dallas Mavericks coming back to the UC. It absolutely sucks that this happened, but like this is one where the memory has to be short. Game today, got to go out there and play it, but yeah, this one stings a little bit. Like I said, we got Thunderstruck in this one. And let's hope the Bulls can come out strong in the next few games and kind of see, maybe we can see over this season whether or not the Bulls can limit these turnovers. Because if we don't limit these turnovers, it's just going to be a long season for Bulls fans. The other thing I want to mention, this just popped into my head. I want to give credit to Billy Donovan because this is a thought I had after the game on Friday where I thought to myself, damn, isn't it nice to finally have a coach that is like giving you substance after a game where like we lose a game like this and I got shit to talk about. Like I listen, I write shit down and it's like, great, I've got stuff to talk about when I talk to you guys about this game. Way better than Boylan, where it's like I would listen to a Jim Boylan press conference and I would just go, what did he just say? Like, we asked him a question about turnovers, and he told us about conviction and how we played hard and this great of this team. Like, it's like, Jim, answer the GD question. I don't have to worry about that with Billy D. I feel like every time I'm listening to a post-game conference with our coach, I'm actually now learning things like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's kind of, this is what they're thinking about. Like, actually, like, answering questions about the game. Wow, it blows my mind that would really excite me. However, following what we had, the bar was set pretty damn low. But let's hope the Bulls get a win today against the Mavericks. It'd be a great birthday gift to this guy over here hitting the big old 3-1 today. But that's going to do it for me. I will obviously be back after this game, after the Mavericks game, to talk to you guys further, because I believe this is the first of a back-to-back. We got a game tomorrow night as well. So I will see you guys after the Mavs game. Let's hope we get a win. Make sure to join the Discord server if you have not already. Link down below. And if you want to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/MVPvids. Like I said, let's hope we get a win. As always, have a good day, everybody.